Well, anyway, Neill Blomkamp amazingly hasn't been blacklisted from Hollywood, even though he released that awful, god-awful film, Demonic. That film was absolutely terrible. That was just an exercise in technology, rotoscoping. It was awful, horrendous film. But anyway, he's making a new movie with Joel Kinnaman, which I really like. Joel Kinnaman. I think Kinnaman's a great actor, very underused. I genuinely think Joel Kinnaman is a great actor. I really, really like Joel Kinnaman. But he's attached to star in a film called They Found Us, which is a new Neill Blomkamp film, an alien abduction thriller. So Neill Blomkamp's on it. It's going to be shooting in Australia later this year. Now, the good thing about this, Neill Blomkamp didn't write it. So that's a selling point. Because Neill Blomkamp films always look great, but it's the story, well, except for Demonic. It's the story that tends to let them down here and there. You know, like one or two of them's not that great. But I think this is pretty decent. The film is to be fully financed by Stuart Ford's fast-growing independent content studio, AGC Studios. It's based on an original screenplay by Jeremy Slater, whose credits include Moon Knight, Fantastic Four, The Exorcist, The Lazarus Effect, The Umbrella Academy. We'll follow a father, Joel Kinnaman, and his daughter, Kaylee, as they undertake a camping trip in the Utah wilderness. So that'll Utah, Australia will be interchangeable there. To heal their broken relationship after being attacked by a hostile extraterrestrial life form. Their lives, not just their relationship, wind up at stake as they fight with a humanoid beast to stop their abduction to an unknown and terrifying alien world. I quite like the sound of that. I mean, it's simplistic, but I think for someone to try and, redo, to sort of bring their career forward again, because, Blomkamp's career is not great at the moment. I think he needs to do simplistic. What do you guys think of that as a quick rundown?
I mean, I actually surprisingly have liked all of Neill's stuff. I haven't seen the one that you just mentioned, though.
You haven't watched Demonic?
No, I have not seen Demonic, though, so I can't.
You're not going to like that.
I probably won't. I'm not. Well, most modern horror I'm not a fan of to begin with. That's one thing.
Man, it's not even horror. Like, it's not even, honestly, it's so bad. It is genuinely just a tech demo, but for the worst kind.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I actually kind of like Neill, and I'm willing to give him, give him a shot for most things. So, sure. I guess is the best way I can put it. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it till I see it. So,
I think this is the best. I think it's the best of both worlds. Neill Blomkamp can direct a good film. It's when he's involved too heavily in the story that it tends to fall apart. He was very, very good. I really like District 9. I really, really like District 9. Don't really like Chappie so much, but I really liked Elysium. I thought Elysium was a pretty cool film. And then it all sort of shat the bed from there, to be honest. But, you're only as good as your weakest link, aren't you? And if Demonic's your weakest link, along with Chappie, then it sort of falls apart there. Hey, Andre, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen Demonic either. I actually like Chappie. I mean, it introduced me to the two leads, and most of the criticism in Chappie is about the two leads because he's a big fan of their band, the Antwoord, and I was introduced to them by way of Chappie, and they're pretty freaking awesome, gotta tell you. So yeah, no, actually, I like. There's not a single one of his movies that I have seen that I have not liked. Again, I have not seen Demonic. So I'm excited for anything that comes with him. And I agree with your premise that it's a simple story, really simple elevator pitch, high concept. I like high concept. With high concept, you need to really pull off the execution. So either it's going to be great or it's going to be shit. This coming from Neill Blomkamp, I think it's a bigger chance that it's going to be great rather than it's going to be shit. But still, I think that what this guy was meant to do was Alien and RoboCop movies more than anything else, at least out of his own sandbox. So I wish that he would get the opportunity to do that. But given that that's not looking likely right now, I'll take this. I'll take this and hope that he'll be able to excel. I also like Joel Kinnaman. Apart from in the RoboCop remake, he sucked
it wasn't good there.
But that wasn't his fault. He was just
what's that series he's in that's absolutely epic about the two police officers?
You're talking about like The Killing, the remake?
Yes, The Killing. He's so good in that.
Yeah, that's the remake of the Danish original series. Yeah, he's really good in that. He's amazing in that.
Yeah, honestly, he's a really good actor. I really like him.
He's really good. He was also great in House of Cards, like the latter season there. Like he's really good in most things, and also the Swedish movies, which I have seen that not everyone else will have. He's been really good in those as well. So he's just a really, really good actor who happened to be miscast into the RoboCop remake.
Yes, yeah. Well, he's been pretty careful with his choices later on now. From there, he's done pretty well.
And him being in it, to me, that's kind of like a sign of quality, which makes me more excited.
Yeah. I don't think there's much else really here that sort of tells us anything about this film, to be fair. We have, the usual PR spin. We're delighted to extend our relationship with Neill, who's a master of the sci-fi and horror genres. Jeremy Slater's taut, terrifying screenplay is a perfect match for Neill's visual talent and the proven audience-pleasing instincts of our partners at Temple Hill. We're so excited to be working with Neill and Joel and everyone at AGC to bring They Found Us to life. The otherworldly horror and breathless suspense at the center of Jeremy's script is merely the backdrop for an all too relatable and emotional story of a father and teenage daughter grappling with their differences and working through their estrangement.
Oh, there's a thing that that's very risky.
Yeah, too much of that.
Hollywood today.
Yeah,
she's going to be Antifa, isn't she? Because every single girl in Hollywood movies right now is a modern audience, meaning that she's an activist or Antifa or trans or something like that. I mean, even in Evil Dead Rises, a movie that I liked, but even there, one of the daughters was like this activist Antifa type.
Did you watch Evil Dead? Oh, we got to talk about Evil Dead Rise in a minute. No, I've seen it. Anyway. So look, I'll be excited for this, kind of. We'll see how it goes. Closing thoughts?
Please don't screw it up. Blomkamp needs this win.
Yeah, no, he does. He actually really, really does. That's a pretty astute observation. Tom, closing thoughts on this one?
Well, I mean, I'm willing to give him a shot. So, yeah. Kinnaman's not too bad. I mean, I didn't hate him as much in RoboCop, but I'm also one of those that, believe it or not, how much I actually love the original RoboCop. I didn't hate the remake. I thought I had some potential there, but again, that's something else that Blomkamp should have worked on. So, yeah. I mean, I guess until I know more about it or see something about it, I can't really say. I mean, I think he's a fine actor. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, good.